Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to a Keelgottime video, and today, because Keel's got some time, we're going to be reacting to dating as a fat girl is hard. Let's talk about it. I don't think any much more needs to be said on that. Quick disclaimer though, please no one take any mad serious offense to this if I decide to make any jokes or nothing. Like, I'm just joking, okay? Yeah, let's see some of these women's takes, man. Again, they go.
This man chose me specifically because he thought that I wouldn't have any self-esteem. He saw my weight and he figured that I wouldn't stand up for myself and that I would be easy, that I would just be grateful for the attention. And this is what it's like to date as a fat person all of the time.
Dating is already complicated for most people, but dating as a fat girl comes with its own unique challenges. It is not always about confidence or personality, because many plus-size women are actually confident, interesting.
Is she plus size? Is that why she's... Where's her, like... Is this the whole video? Okay, no, okay. My bad. I don't watch these videos beforehand. Like, I never skim through anything. I just see the thumbnail title and decide to react. I thought it was going to be like this, just the whole video, in which case we'd just watch something else, but it doesn't seem to be.
And emotionally intelligent. The difficulty comes from how society treats larger bodies, especially when it comes to attraction and relationship. Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share with your friends. Today's topic is about dating as a fat girl is hard, and I have compiled some stitches where we can learn a thing or two, and I'll be back to share my own 2 cents.
Talk enough about the amount of trauma that you experience while dating. Hear me out. Ghosting is traumatic as fuck. Going on dates with men who wouldn't think twice about SAing you, traumatic as fuck. Having conversations with men who don't give a shit about you as a person, but also who don't.
I'm sorry. She just absolutely threw us in the deep end though. Absolutely threw SA? Hold up.
Think that you are valuable as a woman? That shit is traumatic. And you go through it over and over and over. So much so that you find yourself like having to take a break from dating to heal from the trauma that you experienced while dating. Bruh, I'm just out here trying to find my person. But this shit is hard.
Dude, growing up fat has made it so hard for me to tell when someone's flirting with me or not. Because you grow up with this message of undesirability, and people will do things like ask you out as a joke, show affection towards you as a joke, say that they are interested in you, so-and-so has a crush on you.
Well, I remember I did that once. Oh my gosh. But it wasn't... no, wait, that sounds so bad. It wasn't because she was fat. It wasn't that. She was a bit bigger. She wasn't necessarily fat. She was a bit bigger in school, but she was like one of them just quiet kids that are really just out the way. Like, don't bother nobody, never ever get in trouble. Sometimes they'll go to the special room, blah, 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 blah. It was one of them girls. And me just being on my dumb shit was, yeah, I was like, nah, bro, you think I like so-and-so? Nah, I like Louise. I'm fucking with Louise. I don't want to try to ask her out. She's looking at me like I don't even know, some nigga.
As a joke. And then you get older and you learn that people are sexually interested in fat people with or without the fetish. And the desirability still struggles because not everybody wants to then date a fat person or thinks that fat people are worthy of romance at all. So then when somebody is showing interest in you, it's this like added layer of like, is it them being nice? Is it they want to fuck me? Is it they do like me, but they'll never let themselves admit that they like me and they'll still treat me poorly?
Let's talk about my love life as a plus size girl. Ever since I got stood up on my date last month, it kind of hurt my spirit a little bit, not gonna lie. I'm finding it really hard to be more open again. Like after that, like even though like I know he doesn't deserve me or whatever, and he potentially could have had a girl, I'm just nervous to date now. One, men are fucking scary, first and foremost. And I'm celibate. I've been celibate for 2 years, you know, and sex is not up for debate. I'm not giving the cookie out. These men are just so lustful, so easy to fall into temptation. Being a plus size girl, it almost feels like a fetish or like, you know, some.
There. Sorry guys, one sec. Sorry guys, let's continue.
Somebody that wants to be kept in the dark. And I'm not no bitch that you keep in the fucking dark. Huh? I got too much personality to be hidden in the fucking back, bitch. Downloaded the dated apps, deleted them. Downloaded, deleted. Y'all know how that shit go. And it's giving very hookup culture. She's not sharing this cookie. I have to put myself out there, obviously. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I would like to be courted. I would like to be approached. I would like to not have to be so much in my masculine and be more in like my feminine. I would like for a man to approach me and talk to me and want to get to know me, because I know I'm very bold. I can hold a combo, but it's like these motherfuckers don't have good intentions. That's how I'm feeling right now about my love life. You know, it's not looking good for you, girl.
I don't know if you guys are on the same side of TikTok as me, but I saw the video of the guy saying that he wouldn't date someone if people didn't think she's beautiful. To be honest, I'm not sure what the big shock is. A lot of men are like this. I'm not saying that all of them are like this, but a lot of them are. As someone who dated as a smaller girl and as a plus size girl, I know what I'm talking about. A lot of men are attracted to you, even if you're not within the standard of beauty. They just won't have you as their girlfriend. At the peak of my obesity,
Sorry guys.
I had friends saying in front of me that they would do a fat girl, but they wouldn't have them as their girlfriend. Definitely not always about attraction. A lot of the times it's about the perception of people around them. And that's why I say don't lose weight just because you want a boyfriend or something like that. Choose someone that loves you for who you are, because anything can happen in life. That you can get big, you can get small, stuff can happen to your face, and it's important for you to know that that person's still gonna be there despite people in the world thinking that you're pretty or not. And that's my lesson for today.
I posted on TikTok yesterday that I am 28 and I have never had a boyfriend, and I would just like to add to the conversation, I grew up fat, and even though I've lost over 100 pounds, people would still think that I'm fat when they look at me just because of how society is. And I think that that is very important to add into the conversation, because dating as a bigger girl, that is a whole different ballgame. But I want to know what y'all's opinion is on this, especially if you also grew up fat and then lost the weight when it comes to dating. I always said,
I just wanted to let like a couple girls get their point before I like chime in. But okay. Coming from a young man's perspective. But then again, I'm me. I'm not most young males of today. Okay, let's say, obviously, I think it's pretty obvious, we all know, that only very few people, like, being plus size and really desired after that, that's very niche for, you know, a certain type of guy. Quite a niche liking. But then I'm also thinking in my head, like, how are you presenting yourself to these men online? Like, is it mostly Are you being 100% honest? You know? Are you showing a picture where it's literally, you know, you can see the full face fat? That is a fat person. Are you being honest like that, or are you doing the, you know, little bit of filter, hair covering, like, you know, the big puffy parts, so your face looks slim? Like, is it that? Because that, then, like, yeah, I'm sorry, you're gonna get hated on. I'm sorry, if you're doing that, you're gonna get hated on. But if you're being completely honest, up and open, again, you're gonna get hated on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to think of like a thing, but it would only be for the people that like that. I feel like it's kind of like being we've watched quite a few videos on being like a dark-skinned male, and you know, we're just fetishized, and you know, I know a lot of dark-skinned males are desired, but again, it becomes a fetish thing. So we have that in the back of our head, like, she just with me because I got, you know, a black dick, or she actually with me because I'm a nice person, or like, you know. So I can understand that side of it, the am I just a fetish side, but yeah.
That I would never give anyone a chance who is shooting their shot now if they did not want me while I was fat. I've always said that I would never give them a chance because I was the same person then as I am now. I was just heavier. But if we're being honest, I am not the same person as I was 3 years ago when I was close to 300 pounds. Now I've lost a little bit over 100 pounds, but I've also changed so much as a person. So I don't know, what are our opinions on that when it comes to dating? Let me know in the comments, especially if you grew up fat and lost the weight. What do you think about it?
Dating as a Fat Girl, Part 5. If you've made it this far, you've seen a lot of bullshit, and I've been pretty goofy, but I am going to level with you guys now. This man chose me specifically because he thought that I wouldn't have any self-esteem. He saw my weight, and he figured that I wouldn't stand up for myself and that I would be easy, that I would just be...
There are men out there like that. There are. I'm telling you, fat girls, stick up for yourself, bro. Punch that nigga. Damn! Okay, no, don't get no assault charge. But do seriously stick with yourself and say no, unless you like that type of shit. But yeah, man, there are men out there like that. It's bad.
Be grateful for the attention. And this is what it's like to date as a fat person all of the time. They expect you to plead on your knees because you're so desperate for love. They expect you to never have boundaries or stand up for yourself, because why would you make things difficult when somebody finally wants to fuck you? I won't play their game, and you shouldn't either. Please know that at any size, you are beautiful and worthy of every ounce.
I don't know about any size. You're reaching them 600s? Like 500, 600 pound? I don't know.
Of love and happiness that life has to give you. Please do not settle, especially for men who spell Colorado with a K. I'll leave you with this cheesy mantra, which is, just because I'm big doesn't mean you get to make me feel small. Go out there, be a bad bitch. Love you guys.
As I get older, I keep thinking to myself, have I completely lost my chance for being chosen, for being enough for someone, for being just safe in a relationship? And I believe that it's my body that is the problem. I blame the way I look because I don't know what else to blame when I try so hard and I try to be so well attuned, and then the people that they're talking to on the internet or that they're connecting with and finding the most beautiful, they're not me, and they look nothing like me. They're younger, they're hotter, they're all the things, and I'm just like, shit, I've never been enough. I've never been good enough ever, and I don't even suggest getting back there in the dating pool or anything like that. Don't even say it to me, because it's hellscape out there, okay? People are cruel, and honestly, my experience has been they will date you in secret, and just you're just never the choice. You're just never the choice, and I just don't want to keep going through that. So I don't know, I'm just venting, but let me know if this resonates with you, or maybe these are just the thoughts of a 42-year-old who is plus size.
I experienced that moment where I was really head over heels for my housemate. This is when I was in a larger body, and I thought he liked me too, and I made a move and he rejected me. And I remember being really hurt and confused because I believed it was fairly clear he liked me. Anyway, some time passes and I end up losing a lot of weight on an extreme and very dangerous diet. And he comes to me, he starts flirting with me, he tells me he really likes me, he tells me that he thinks I'm beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, I knew it. I knew you thought all this. And then the hindsight was, oh, hold on, I'm the same person. Same personality, same humor, same hobbies, same, intelligence level. Like, I was the same person, but I was just in a thinner body. And I realized...
Drop some weight. Jeez, man. Jeez. Yeah, that's a no good nigga right there. Straight up, that's a no good nigga right there. So, don't... yeah, don't let that man play in your face like that.
Is that my worthiness of being someone's partner had increased tenfold because I was in a smaller body. And that really hurt, to know that this person who, I lived with for a year, I really, really liked, and I thought knew me, he didn't like me enough to see past my body. And it was only when I was in a more societally acceptable body did he make a move. And it's because I would have given him something to gain from that. Like, to be on my arm would have been, maybe a boost for his societal value as well.
That is another thing. I'm sorry I keep pausing. I know. There's just a lot to say. Bro, the societal value thing, that is so... It's so real. Like, damn, it's so real. And me personally, I don't subscribe to it. I'll date whoever likes me. Shit, come on, I'll take you. But the societally acceptable thing, I always push that to the back of my head because I was always hear comments of, oh, I think this person could do better though. Like, she's not that good. Like, you can do much better. I'm like, better for you though. Better for you to look at, or better for me, because I'm the one spending most of the time with the person. I know girls, I don't be, as I say, I don't been around some pretty women. Some pretty women. And, bro, the most brain dead bitches. Oh my gosh! Why? Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I done been with some very beautiful women, but they're very brain dead. So brain dead. Like, I asked... Quick little story. Quick, I promise. Me and my friend Roman on a 2-man. Yes, his nickname is Roman. It was on 2-man. Yeah, 2 things in a whip. Beautiful. We're there. He got his date, I got mine. We're chopping it up. And then I can just sense the lack of knowledge, I guess. So I'm like, oh, well, what do you want to be? And bro, they both turned to each other and they was like, we want to be housewives, yeah. I'm like, the fuck? Y'all have no ambition? Like, and that's insane. There's nothing wrong with being a housewife. But they said it from a place of, I just want to sit down. Get my nails done, smoke a blunt, be paid for, basically. That's what they'll say from a place, not the, I want to raise the kids myself. I want to make sure we're eating home cooked meals. I want to make sure the crib is clean for when my family comes back. No. They just want to be paid for.
All right, and it's realizing that, like, you could be the smartest, coolest, funniest person inside, but if your body doesn't fit, then people don't want to be with you. And that, of course, impacts your self-worth, how you perceive yourself. And then there's also this idea of like how we treat plus size people is horrendous. It's so abusive. I mean, just go look at any plus size content creators comment section and you will see the abuse. And as you know, if you are looking for a partner, maybe you would want to avoid one that gets continuously shat on by society, because you don't want to be associated with that. You don't also want to be in that firing line. So on one hand, I do get it. It's shit, but I get it. And I think also how we perceive attraction to plus size people, like society just flat out disagrees that this could be true, because we either say, oh well, they're only with that person because of money, or they've got something over their head, or they demonize it, they fetishize it, going, well, they can only find that person attractive because they have a fat fetish. So like, it's just, we've built a world where having a romantic relationship with a fat person is just demonized beyond all hell.
What if I never end up being in a relationship? And before you be like, oh my gosh, girly, no, like, you're so pretty, someone's gonna love you. I've been single for 10 years. Maybe longer. I'm 28 now. I've been single for so long. So long. I've been abstinent for 2 years. Okay? When you take sex out of the equation, the dating pool gets even slimmer. And then, because of the fact that I'm so heavy in my faith, girl, I might be a goner. Like, really.
Bro, what? What is she trying to... Huh? What? Sorry, guys. Huh?
A fat person is just demonized.
I'll let her rerun that one more time.
Before you be like, oh my gosh, girly, no, like, you're so pretty, someone's gonna love you. I've been single for 10 years. Maybe longer. I'm 28 now. I've been single for so long.
Okay, so 18 was her last relationship. Okay. And she's 28.
So long. I've been abstinent for 2 years. Okay? When you
Abstinent for 2. What is abstinence? Sorry, I may be stupid. My bad. Like, I know an idea of what it is, but I don't like... How do you even spell this shit? Abstinent. Celibate. Okay.
take sex out of the equation...
So she's been single since 18. And then she's been fucking till 26.
The dating pool gets even slimmer.
Oh.
And then, because of the fact that I'm so heavy in my faith...
And she's so heavy in faith. You're so heavy in faith, but you've been fucking 6 years deep. Only the last 2 you decide to give it up, but you're so heavy in faith. I don't think this one is solely a plus size problem. I think this is a life. I think this is just a life thing. Like, the pieces of her life aren't all, you know, in line.
Girl, I might be a goner. Like, really, like, these are the questions now that I have to ask. It's like, but like, what if you don't end up being in a relationship? Will you be content? I mean, yeah, I've been single for so long. It's like, yeah, but it's like, God, please, like, what?
And this is another thing. Say I'm a man and I like her. I'm interested in her, even though she's plus size. Let's say I'm interested in her. If you tell me that, I'm gone. If I replay your life in my ears, I'm gone. Single since 18. Okay. You tell me that, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. Barely any partners. Cool. Abstinent for 2 years. Hold up. Abstinent for 2 years. So every guy before these 2 years got to hit, but now I gotta wait. Like, what's the sudden? And you're so deep in faith, but like, what? I'm just not. It's not resonating right now.
Love to be with someone, but like, it's not looking too hot for you.
I think she just needs to take down her standards just a little bit.
You girl, it's not looking good.
From a young age, many women are taught that being thin, skinny is somehow connected to being desirable, worthy, and lovable. Movies, advertisements, and social media constantly repeat the same message about what beauty is supposed to look like. Dating as a fat girl means navigating assumptions, insecurities, and sometimes uncomfortable experiences that others may not fully understand. Yet, behind all of those challenges is still a human being who wants connection, respect, affection, and genuine love, just like everybody else. One of the difficulties many plus-size women experience in dating is feeling overlooked. In many social environments, the attention goes to people who fit conventional beauty standards. This can make someone feel like they are constantly standing on the sidelines while others receive compliments, invitation, or romantic interest more easily. Over time, this experience can affect confidence and it can create a sense of doubt.
Okay, she's just chatting for the rest of the video. Yeah. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below, man. If you are a plus size girl, don't worry. There is someone out there for you. I do believe that. But also, this is my last point I was gonna say. So where from here? Where from here? Because obviously something needs to change. And I don't think social media and the comment section is gonna get any more kind anytime soon. So I think for these plus size girls that are actually struggling, if you really do want to find a man, you're gonna have to lose some weight. Sorry to say. Jesus! Sorry to say, but like, yeah, you're gonna have to, you know, and I know that there's medical conditions out there and whatnot and what forth and blah 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 blah. But like, come on, if you're not one of those and you are plus size just because of your eating habits, which I feel most people are, you know, just start working on yourself, man. Start working on yourself. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. 2 videos dropping every single day at 5:15 UK times. Make sure you pull up. Love to all the fat girls though. Love to everybody fat. Y'all got this, man. Y'all got this. I'm rooting for you anyway. Keel's on your side. Don't worry. And yeah, peace and prosperity. I'm gone.